Hi ho, folks, and welcome back to another adventure of Turwinkle, the Gnome Mage. Well, hi, Turwinkle.
Salutations.
Are you all set for tonight?
Indubitably.
Yes, because as you can see, we are in Dalaran, and we are going to be talking with Sorrow, the guild leader of the band of Misfits. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to get to know all about his character. So we will find him, and we'll get right to it. So we'll see you when we... All right, well, Ash is actually going to give us a ride to where Sorrow wants to do the interview. So go ahead and lead the way, Ash. And, of course, Turwinkle will hang out. Oh, okay. Okay, we're... hang on, Turwinkle. Oh, my gosh. Oh, right here? Okay. Oh, phew. Okay, that was quite a ride. Okay, I'm going to go out here real quick and see how high up we are. Thank you, Ash. Oh boy, that is quite a drop. I don't even think Slowfall would carry you all the way down. What a wonderful view, though. And great. So we will go in and talk with Sorrow. So thank you again, Ash. And folks, when we get back, we'll be talking with Sorrow. All right, folks. Well, here he is, the man of the hour. Sorrow. Hello, Sorrow.
Hello.
We are looking forward to getting a chance to sit down and learn all there is to learn about Sorrow and a little bit about the player behind the screen who makes Sorrow come to life here in World of Warcraft. So just looking at Sorrow, he is the general of the band of Misfits, Knight Sorrow. He's a level 90 Pandaren hunter. And who did you bring with you tonight, sir?
My pet, Princess.
Okay, now is this your favorite pet?
It's one of my many favorite pets. I've got a shield spider that I use a lot during PvP, but since Turwinkle is creeped out by cockroaches and he's close to the bug family, I figured I'd bring the cat instead.
Well, thank you very much for your consideration of that, sir. Yeah, Turwinkle's... I haven't seen any cockroaches here in Dalaran, but I do appreciate that. And this is a great-looking pet. Where did you get her?
It's out of Shozar Basin. It's a level 78 rare elite. It took me 6 months to track her down.
Holy smokes. Well, definitely worth it because it's a really cool-looking pet there, the glowy eyes and everything.
She's very awesome. She likes to feed on the horde carcasses once we've made them lay waste to them down on the ground and stuff.
Okay. Well, as long as it's dead carcasses and not live gnomes, I think we'll be okay. Well,
I don't know if she's ever eat a gnome or not.
oh, well, she is your pet, so I'm sure you have control over her. Right?
Yeah, she's being quite docile tonight.
Oh, good.
I think she's enjoying the interview.
Oh, excellent. Alrighty, folks. Well, we'll be back and we'll... Oh, man. She gets pretty big there. Holy smokes.
She's showing off for you, the folks that are watching.
Great. Well, folks, we'll be right back with some questions for Sorrow. So we'll see you... All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with Turwinkle tonight, sir.
You're welcome.
So, the first question I always ask on Turwinkle Talks is how did you come up with the name Sorrow? Was it from a book, maybe a movie, or something that you just made up? How did you come up with the name Sorrow?
Well, actually, me and a friend of mine who was playing hunters together, he made up the name Pain, and I come up with Sorrow. So when we killed them, they were getting pain and sorrow.
Well, that is wonderful. And so, how long have you used that name in any other game, or is this just the only tune that you've used that name on?
This is the only tune, with the exception of my Death Knight. Its name is Sorrow, also, uh, that has the Sorrow name.
Oh, wonderful. That's a great story behind the name, and I think if you say sorrow on this server, pretty much everyone knows who they're speaking of.
Yes, pretty much. Since I've been here, and that I've made quite a name for myself. Some good, some bad, but that goes along with being a guild master of any guild. I'm assuming you get a reputation of either being bad or good. Of course, that's the opinions of certain players, and that anytime you have enemies, in that they're gonna say you're a bad player or whatever. But it happens.
Sure. So you are a Pandaren. Uh, what made you choose the Panda race?
Well, I was Draenei, and when Mr. Pandaria came out, I just thought the Pandarians were so good with their, like like I'm setting now. He's meditating and stuff, and it kind of reflects back upon my personality. I try to stay in a calm, meditative state, but sometimes sorrow does rage a little bit, and and the food buffs, and we're really good racial in that.
Okay. Well, awesome. All right, folks. Well, we'll be back and we'll ask some more questions to Sorrow. So we'll see you. All right, and we're back. So, how long have you been playing Sorrow?
I've been playing World of Warcraft since right at the close to the end of vanilla, and that I started off on the Horde side on Maelstrom, and that's where I got started, and eventually decided to faction change to Alliance, and I've been on Alliance side since 2008.
Oh, okay. And so, I guess we go back to that question. How long has Sorrow been your tune?
Sorrow has been my tune since 2006,
Oh, okay.
and that I changed his name from Hunedith, and that when I came to Alliance,
Oh, okay.
and he became Sorrow, and quickly made a name for himself with another friend that we play with, Payne. When the Firelands came out, we were camping the dailies over there and really laying waste to a lot of Horde.
Okay. Well, wonderful for the Alliance and horrible for the Horde. Oh, boy. So, you are here on Emerald Dream, and that is an RP PvP server, right?
That is correct.
Okay, so now RP wise, what is Sorrow's story?
Well, RP wise, Sorrow was forced as a young panda to serve the Goblin Cartel, and broke free from the Goblin Cartel, and led a band of misfits that were in the Goblin Cartel also, out of that, and now we kind of just really are against the Goblin Cartel and everything that they stand for. We were forced to fight in arenas, and in that for sport and for money,
Oh,
and we've kind of got out of that, and now we stand for the truth of Alliance, and we do still do rated battlegrounds and stuff like that. We for gear and to help us get geared up for our war against the Horde.
oh, great. So Sorrow is the leader of the band of misfits then.
That is correct.
Well, okay, great. Eh, So, folks, there we go with that. And we will be actually doing a guild interview uh, about the Band of Misfits, and we'll learn all about that wonderful guild that Sorrow is leading. So look forward to that in an upcoming episode of The Adventures of Turwinkle, where we get a chance to delve deeper into all the workings of the Band of Misfits. So wonderful. So what do you enjoy about RPing here on Emerald Dream?
Well, there's a lot of great folks here uh, that are very open with the RP, and that it gives you a chance to live out your character. But before coming to Emerald Dream, we had an RP event where Sorrow was kidnapped by the opposing faction
Oh,
and was took hostage, and I had gotten rescued by my guild, and they were very stealthy about doing so, and rescued me very swiftly, and we laid waste to the captors. There was about 60 of us
holy
when that little
smokes.
RP event took place. It was really nice.
Well, that sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm glad they were able to save you, because we would be able to have the interview with if they weren't able to save you. So great. All right, folks, we'll be back with some more questions. So, being a guild leader is one thing, but being a guild leader of an RP guild is quite another. What challenges do you find are different for RP guild leaders than, say, just a leader of just a PvP guild or a PvE guild or just a social casual guild? What challenges do you find is different for you than another guild leader of those other guilds I just mentioned?
Well, there's always people that are frown upon or look down upon what you're trying to do. You know, it's an everyday constant battle when you're trying to RP, and that some people try to grief you or make fun of your RP play style, or it's not exactly up to par. But you know, we do a lot of RP on the battlefield. I feel like that it inspires my characters and my group when you know, I'm walking back and forth on my mount and I'm shouting, you know, things in character like you know, today we're you know, we're heading into a great battle against horde leaders, and I just feel like that it helps pumps up our guild, and you know, I think that's the reason I enjoy it. In that it's difficult because a lot of other people don't understand it, I think, and you know, they just kind of shun away from it. They're here just to glorify themselves and not for others.
Oh, sure. And have you run into any situations where someone's RP is causing drama within the guild? Because, for example, you have your out of character issues with, you know, people having problems with one another in real life, and they bring that into a guild. But you'll find in a lot of RP guilds where there's maybe some RP drama that comes up. Have you had to deal with anything like that?
Yeah, we had one guy. I don't quite remember the tune's name. He joined the guild, and he come into guild chat and was being racist
Oh,
and putting out some very nasty words, and he was immediately removed, and he just said that that was his RP style, but that's not what my guild's
oh,
about,
no,
and
yeah,
we don't tolerate that mess at all.
right, yeah, that, and you know, any of that kind of stuff, you know, is, you know, people say that's their RP style. I think that's just an excuse for them to try to get away with being a horrible person. I don't, you know, that just, you know, if they're saying, you know, I don't like gnomes, they're just ankle biters, that kind of thing. That's one thing, but to use in real life racial things, that's yeah, you can see through that pretty quickly. Uh, so excellent. Well, we'll we will come back with some more questions. All right. So Emerald Dream is an RP PvP server. So in regards to role playing, we're safe right now because we're in Dalaran, and that is a neutral zone. But it's got to make RP a little difficult when you leave a safe zone or a safe, quote unquote, safe city like Stormwind. Uh, how do you deal with being attacked on at any moment while you're out in the world there doing your RP?
Well, we just deal with it as it comes up. Sometimes we have friends that from the Horde side that comes out and RP'd with us, and other times we encourage them to attack us while we're doing our RP story, and we incorporate that in. And sometimes it goes in our favor, sometimes it doesn't. But in a whole, I think everybody enjoys it in the guild, and that not knowing what to expect. And so it keeps us all on our toes. We have to be constantly ready for an attack.
Well, certainly, yeah. I can see how that could really add to the excitement and to the tension of being out, out in the world where anything could happen. So that's wonderful. Do you think that helps to make you better RPers in a way than say just people that are on, like Wormrest Accord, where you can just RP in relative safety everywhere? You feel that adds maybe a more real life element to your RP?
Oh, of course. I really feel like that. Like I said, it keeps a lot of our players on their toes, and we have allies like Clan Battlehammer and the Pack and Warbringer. If it gets to be a situation where we can't handle it, we send a courier to them, and they come assist us, and usually we clean it up pretty quick.
Well, wonderful. And so I guess that brings the question: what do you think the RP? How do you think the RP situation is on Emerald Dream at the moment? Is there a lot of good RP, or do you think it may be declining? What do you feel about the RP on Emerald Dream?
I feel like there's a lot of good RP left. Like I mentioned, the Clan Battlehammer, they're really great with their RP, and the Pack also. Their RPs are very phenomenal. Matter of fact, the Misfits have participated in several of the Clan Battlehammer and the Pack's RP events, and we have thoroughly enjoyed it. And I hope they have also. We have great RPers like Kittylicious. She's a very young teenage hunter. She's a little confused about things. Of course, she's growing up, but her RP is just phenomenal. I'm really impressed with Kitty. Some people don't like her RP, but as far as the Misfits, we support Kitty, and hopefully, in upcoming adventures with Kitty, Band of Misfits will be there to protect her, and take up arms with Kitty.
Well, wonderful. So, folks, we will be right back to learn a little bit more about the player behind Sorrow, and so we'll get into. All right, so we're back with Sorrow. So, Sorrow, what can you tell us about you, the player behind the screen? What would you have us to know?
Well, I try to play my character like I live my everyday life. I try to be good to people in game. Sometimes it's hard because people, they wanna talk mess and stuff like that. But I try to live through my character like I live every day, um, and that I don't know. I'm just a country boy. I grew up in Tennessee. I was raised on a farm. My grandparents took care of me, and they taught me a lot of values about life and things. And I'm not a very educated man as far as book smarts and things like that, but I feel like that the things that I've learned growing up on a farm and how you should treat people, if more folks were like that, I think the world and maybe even the game that we play itself would be a lot better.
Oh, okay. So you're down. Well, you're down south there then.
That's correct. I'm currently living in Florida.
Oh, okay. Well, wonderful. And of course, we all know and love Ash, who is your wife in real life.
Yes, we've been together 7 years.
Oh,
We met online, and I couldn't ask for a better person. She has just been God sent to me, and couldn't have asked for a better person. I'm sorry, I'm a little emotional, but I just love her to death, and she came into my life at a time where I was really needing someone, and she's just been heaven sent.
oh, well, great. Yeah, uh, it's always nice to have a better half, and because they make us look all that much better, don't they?
Absolutely.
So, how are you and Sorrow alike? You mentioned it a little bit, but go ahead and state again. What do you think? How are you two alike?
Well, I just feel like that me and my character, I tried to be a very calm man, much like my character. But if pushed to that point, we both will fight. And that I feel like that I live that through my character, and I try to treat everybody the way I want to be treated, even though some people does make it rough.
Yeah.
And that uh, from the best of my understanding about the Pandarian race, they're all about family and friends and their home, and trying to live the life of a good person. And that's me. I try to take care of my family and my friends, and I try to be that way with everybody. Sometimes it doesn't permit, but that's the way I try to live my life, and that's the way my character lives.
Sure. And a little harder question: in what ways are you different from Sorrow?
Well, my character is probably a little more docile and probably wouldn't be as quick to get to rage. I, on the other hand, I rage pretty quick sometimes, especially when it comes to my family, and there's a lot of people that are on this server that knows that and have pushed that button. And I mean, I just don't think I could be any other way. If I can't stress enough. If you hurt my family or my friends, you're gonna really get the bad side of sorrow.
Okay. Well, that's actually not a bad thing. And also, you're not a panda. I guess we
I'm
should.
kind of chubby like a panda.
All right, sir. Well, we'll be right back, folks, with some more questions for Sar. So, what would you say to those folks that are looking to maybe try out role playing on Emerald Dream? What advice would you give them?
Well, even if you've never role played before, and that to give it a shot. I mean, it can be quite entertaining. There's several forms of RP, but you've just got to find in yourself what makes you comfortable, and just go with what you feel. Just and try to be respectful of others around you. And that the Blue Lacrosse here in Emerald Dream is a good place to go for RP, especially if you've never done it before. There's always people there in the Blue Lacrosse that are RPing, and sometimes they will interact with you, and that sometimes the conversation is off the wall, sometimes it's not. But it's always great to see and to participate and just have a good time, and I encourage everybody to at least try it before they knock it.
Sure. Well, wonderful answer, sir. Uh, it's always uh, fun, especially when you're trying out something new, and it makes it a lot better when you can go someplace like the Blue Recluse, and if you're a little shy or a little timid, kind of watch what's going on, and then, like you said, jump in with both feet, and you'll find that, boy, a whole new world will open up to you, and boy, it really pushes your creativity. And if you're a really creative person, wow, this is a great outlet and a great way to use that creativity, that imagination, and that is in role playing, and especially in World of Warcraft, because there's so many interesting and different storylines going on out there, from panda, gnome, dwarf, elf, human, forsaken, what is blood elf, troll, orc, Tauren, and forgive me if I have missed anybody, the Drawn Eye. Again, there's so many different races and things that you can do that really, there's just a wide open end of possibilities for you to explore. So great. All right, sir. Well, we are going to come back with some final thoughts and let you go, so you're not stuck here all night.
Alrighty.
Well, we're back, and Sorrel, I guess what we will want to know here before we let you go, is there anything that we haven't discussed about with Sorrow that you would like people to know about him?
Well, just I would ask that people not be so judgmental and think about it. When you run into players, not just myself but other players, I do have handicaps, and I've not made it a secret. Some people have tried to use it against me and everything, but you never know who you're going to run into on the server, regardless of their age, their race, their religion, handicaps included. And I think that people need to stop and think for just a minute. It's not all about competition for a lot of people who play this game. It's more about enjoyment and making friends, and that, because you never know a person's situation where they may be handicapped and can't get outside and can't go play baseball or basketball or football with their friends or whatever the case is, and this is their outlet. I would ask that people take that into consideration, and it's and that before passing judgment upon someone. I think that's the biggest thing that could be improved on this game, and I try to keep that in mind when I'm doing World PvP or RP or just PvP in general. That just because another player skill is not the same as mine, there may be some kind of a limitation where they can't, and that.
Well, sure, and those are wonderful words to live by. Everybody should take just a little time to get to know one another, and I think you'll be surprised at what you find. And you never know, you may find you have a friend there and someone, and so those are great. That is great advice, and certainly, folks, if you get the chance to come and RP with Sorrow, do take the opportunity, because he is definitely a lot of fun, and we've had a wonderful time talking with him tonight. And so take the chance, if you see Sorrow, to give him a big hello and introduce yourself. Take the opportunity to RP with him, or join up with him and help in the battle against the Horde here on Emerald Dream. So thank you again, sir. This has been a lot of fun tonight.
Well, I appreciate it. I just wanted to say real quickly before we go, if it wasn't for my guild, Sorrow wouldn't be the character that he is. I couldn't ask for a better support from players that I just met and come over here, and they've joined up. The list, I could go on and on. Evoli and Sneaky, and just on and on. Just the whole guild in general. people that are here have just been wonderful, wonderful people, and they've been through some tough times with us and stuck it out and really understanding, and just couldn't ask for a better group of folks. I hope that everybody's gaming experience and play has been as good as mine has been so far on Emerald Dream.
Well, excellent. That is really nice, sir. Again, it is always really good to find a guild that you feel at home with, and not only that, but you feel like it's family. And maybe not even just the people in your guild, but people that you are allied with or that you talk with. Maybe even on the Horde side, you find people that you talk with outside the game and in, and I think that's what makes this community, not just on Emerald Dream, but the WoW community, a special community in the world of gaming. Is that, it might not be even the best game out there right now, but what keeps people here is all the people that play it, and the social aspect of the game is, I think, what keeps the World of Warcraft going 8 years strong now. So thank you, sir. And folks, we will catch Turwinkle back in the hinterlands with some final thoughts on the interview. All right, well, we're back in the hinterlands, and boy, what a fun time, wasn't it, Turwinkle?
Affirmative.
You bet. We had a great time talking with Sorrow and learning all about him and a little bit about the Band of Misfits and what it's like to RP on an RP PvP server like Emerald Dream. Well, Turwinkle, let's give Sorrow a big thank you for joining us and being so patient with us tonight.
Allow me to express my deepest thanks.
Yeah, so thank you very much again, Sorrow. It was a wonderful time. And again, folks, if you happen to be walking through Emerald Dream and you see Sorrow, give him a big hello and RP with him if you can. He's a lot of fun to talk to and really is an interesting character. Well, Turwinkle, excellent job, sir. Once again, questions right on point. And folks, if you liked the episode, click that like button. If you'd like to comment on either Sorrow or the episode or any of the other previous episodes, please do so below. Let us know what you're thinking. And finally, subscribe tonight. Join Team Turwinkle and be part of all the fun. So Turwinkle, excellent work, sir. Again, you're just doing a heck of a job. And Turwinkle, we will see you next time.
It's been fun.
It really has been fun. Bye-bye.